Hey everyone, and welcome to our Monday night live training. Tonight I have with me Andrea Agostinucci. I wrote it on my notes so I would get it right.
Nailed it.
Yay! You guys, she is the queen of Canva. I know that so many of you guys are going to be so excited about this training because we love Canva, but maybe we're not as good at it as we want to be, or we don't know all the little bells and whistles that are even available. Like maybe we're using the free version. There's all kinds of great stuff on the free version that you don't even know about. And so she's going to be here tonight to kind of share her wisdom. I met Andrea through a friend who found her on Facebook, I guess, right?
Yeah.
JC. So JC passed her to me. And so we've only been chatting through, DMs and stuff, but I'm so tickled to have you here because Canva is, like I was telling you earlier, like my BFF. Like I love it. I'm on it every day. I see it more than I see my children, so but I'm so happy you are here, and you guys want to stay until the end because she does have a freebie for you and some really exclusive information. So I want to make sure that you hang out. But Andrea, I'm going to pass it to you. I'm going to remove myself from the screen so it's just you and your training, and then I will listen for when you want me to put up the slides, and I'll come back at the end. Sound good?
Okay. Thanks, Melanie. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. I am so grateful to be here. I am Andrea Agostinucci, and I am the self-dubbed queen of Canva. And tonight I'm talking to you about unlocking your design potential with Canva and transforming your online presence. So a little bit about me, and I have to apologize. My big slides are on a different screen, so I might be glancing over here a little bit. But a little bit about me. So I am a social media graphic designer. I work with one-on-one clients, helping them with their design. And in my journey to this place, I have found that there is a very large gap between the entrepreneurs who can afford and want to hire a graphic designer compared to those who might not be able to afford it or are choosing to just do the graphics on their own because they know they have these amazing tools out there that they can utilize themselves. And the gap really is that there's no difference between the entrepreneurs, right? A lot of us all have such passion and, for our purpose of being here and what we're sharing with the world, no matter what it is that we're sharing. And oftentimes people who are doing the DIY graphics are overlooked because in today's world, it is a very visual world and so important for us to put our best foot forward visually. And sometimes when we're doing our graphics DIY, they are not coming across as great as we would love them to. I don't know about you, but I've been there designing for hours in tears when I first started using the platform and ended up with kind of a subpar graphic that I was like, forget it, I'm just putting this up. But the fact of the matter is we're leaving money on the table when we do that. So with that gap, I have become extremely passionate about helping entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, digital marketers, direct sellers, all put their best foot forward visually and using the tool Canva. So that being said, let's dive right in. The first topic that I wanted to talk about is elevating your visual branding. So I mentioned this right at the beginning, but we have such a short amount of time to captivate an audience, right? It's about 3 to 5 seconds now on social media, because if we don't, they continue scrolling. And that is when the money we see flying out the window. What we want them to do is actually stop and consume what we have created. Aside from our graphics, I'm sure a lot of us are putting a ton of time into our content. The graphic piece is what captivates them right out the gate. So the power of our visual branding is so important in today's day and age. So the thing I wanted to talk about here with having a cohesive brand, it's really important if you think about it. The companies out there that have a consistent and cohesive brand are ones that you think about off the top of your head. And the ones that are not very cohesive and consistent, generally they're not top of mind. And we want to make sure that you are top of mind when people are thinking of the product that you are presenting to the world, product or service, I should say. So Canva has some really amazing tools that if you're not familiar and not utilizing, I wanted to just chat about them quickly to bring them to your attention, to make sure that you're looking into these things and setting them up inside your Canva in order to be working the most efficiently for yourself. Because really, when it comes down to it, we can get completely consumed when it comes to graphic design work hours and hours later. And really, we have so many other things we need to do within our businesses every single day. It's important to utilize the tools Canva has for us in order to keep things moving in our business. So there's a brand kit. If you're not familiar with this, and I do want to mention this too, you can have more than one brand kit. So for those of you who are direct sellers and you're working under a specific company with specific branding guidelines, you can enter all of their branding guidelines into Canva and have that be one of your brand kits. And then if you have like a sub brand within that, like I used to do direct sales, and within that I had a team and a team name and team colors, and I would put that brand kit in as well. Depending on what I'm creating, I would be utilizing one or the other, or sometimes both. So the brand kit is kind of a gold mine in terms of saving you time. You don't have to look up your hex colors when you're designing. And for those of you who don't know what a hex color is, it's just the color of the brand that you have either created or you're working for. They also have a ton of templates. I'm sure if you're on Canva, you already know this. I love templates, but I love templates for inspirational purposes. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. They also have text pairing suggestions for you, so you don't have to second guess, like, does this font look good with this one, and so forth. They have a ton of images and illustrations, and of course, different shapes and elements that you can use inside your graphic design work as well. The other things that you can create there are your, putting your colors together, choosing your fonts for specific to your brand, and also creating a logo on Canva as well. Our next topic is creating compelling content with Canva. So really, social media graphics is actually the #1 product or design that people create on Canva. So chances are, if you're watching this, you have created some piece of social media content. There are so many different options within Canva, and we're so lucky, you guys, that we have this platform, because it takes out a lot of the second guessing. You can search Instagram Reel, you can search Instagram Story, you can search Instagram Square, and it's going to give you a plethora of different templates that you can use. And I just want to encourage you to create those graphics with your brand in mind. You want this to be a cohesive, streamlined thing. So if you were to take a snapshot of your Canva dashboard, it kind of looks like an Instagram profile, right? You want it all to be the same color family, the same font styles, your logo is present, and things like that, because that is what is going to help create that brand cohesion. There's actually, statistically, 60% of businesses do not have a defined brand. You guys, this is wild. You know how much money people are leaving on the table by not being a recognizable brand? It is truly incredible if you think about it. Because again, bringing it back to being top of mind for people when they are thinking about our product or our service. And the visual is what people are going to think of first. So when you are in Canva, they also have the ability for you to create marketing materials. And for this, I actually like to use templates. And then what I use that for is like an outline. So if I am going to create a flyer or a brochure, I go in, type in that type of template, and then I delete everything from it. But all my guidelines are there, so I don't have to think about like, oh, is this the right measurement? And so forth. It's not worth your time to try and Google, the right dimensions for things, especially for print marketing. Excuse me, and things like that. So templates are really great when being used for marketing materials for the format of it. Now, the thing I don't love about templates is everyone's kind of using them. So again, you want to set yourself apart from other people, not look like everyone else. So the templates are great for that outline, my suggestion is to remove everything but the guidelines and measurements and everything within there, and then create within those lines in order to not have to guess anything, not fully create something and then look to go print it and it's wrong. That's where I think templates are powerful. I would suggest, however, to really gear it more towards your own graphics and make sure that that is branded to you and not just a template. So the other thing that with Canva that is important is optimizing the content for online platforms. Okay, so if you are using multiple social media platforms, there's like 6, right, that I can think of: LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I have them all on the next page, but Pinterest, right? There's so many out there. And sometimes when we are downloading a graphic that we've created and we upload it onto one platform, we're like, oh, this is going to be great for all the platforms. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes it looks great, right? But other times it's like, oh, this came off like a little fuzzy or things shifted. So it's really important to know the specifications and formats that you want to download your designs per each design platform or social media platform. So I'm going to go to the next page, and here I want you to take a screenshot because it's going to be a lot of information. This is the platform formats, and for each different platform, it tells you the type of graphic that you're going to be uploading and the pixels required, as well as the actual format. Most, I think they're all JPEG or PNG, but they all do vary in their pixels. So if you ever come across where you created this beautiful graphic and you go to upload it to Facebook, and then that same Facebook when you use on Instagram, it's just not going to look the same. As you can see, the pixel difference is pretty extreme from Facebook to Instagram. So go ahead and take a screenshot of this. I do not want you to take this down as notes. This is a ton of information, and we're going to keep it moving here tonight, you guys. And I just want this to really be able to take out any guesswork for you and make sure that when you are uploading, that your people who are consuming it are actually getting your best foot forward. Okay, so streamlining your workflow and saving time. So I love using bulk create. When it comes to saving time, listen, I'm a mom, busy, everything is busy, everything is crazy at all times. So anytime that there is something that I can do to save myself time, especially in the graphic design work and creation, I'm going to do it. So one of my favorite things is bulk create on Canva. If you are tech savvy enough to be using ChatGPT, you can prompt ChatGPT to give you an example. Would be, please provide me with 30 quotes from inspirational women in the skincare industry. And ChatGPT will generate that for you. You put that into an Excel sheet, you open Canva, you upload it into your bulk create, and then it will literally create individual squares for you for whatever you are choosing. Most times when I do this, I'm doing it for Instagram. And that way you have these quote squares ready to roll anytime, especially on days where either you're too busy to think of something to post, or you are, I don't know, maybe it's that time of month for you and you're not feeling so creative. That happens to me. And you just want to throw something up to keep your audience engaged. Bulk create is so good for that. I am a huge fan of bulk create. You can also schedule posts through Canva, and thanks to Melanie filling me in, that is changing. So I'm not going to talk about that at all, but I do want to let you know that bulk create could really save you some time, especially if you go in and ask ChatGPT to create different types of prompts for you. If you're in real estate, you could ask for 10 or 30 tips on how to stage your home for sale. Like, be creative with that and really use AI as your partner in business, because it's going to help you when it comes to being efficient with your time. So the other thing is collaborating with others. So when I first started using Canva, I really didn't know everything I know now by any stretch of the imagination. I was downloading graphics, uploading them in an email, sending them to people. Sometimes it would get declined because the format was too big, like it was a little bit of a headache, but you can share directly from Canva. And there are two different ways you can do this. So you can have a team on Canva. That does cost money. I believe, do not quote me on this, but I believe it's $350 per year. Last time I checked, it may have gone up. And depending on how large your team is, if you want to share graphics across the board that they can edit and have for their own, then this is a great option. Otherwise, you can just share the graphics individually to a specific person, and they don't have to be on your team. Now, when you go to share the graphic, you will be prompted that add this person to your team. Just skip that part. They are still going to receive the graphic. So this is really great if you, again, have a big team that you're working with, or if you have someone like a VA, you can add them to the graphic, and that way they have access to it. Especially a lot of VAs are not in the US and are on different time zones and things like that. So they will be able to work on graphics for you, or upload graphics or access graphics at any time, day or night, without you having to worry about like, oh my God, I forgot to send that to her, right? So this just helps you really streamline and save some time. So if you are brand new to Canva, I do have a crash course user guide. It's $7. It's normally $47. It is on sale. I think, Melanie, I sent you that link. But this is going to be fantastic for you if you are like, Canva is a foreign language to me. I don't know anything. I have an account, but I never sign in. This user guide, the crash course user guide, is going to be like your Bible, okay? And then I also have a free Facebook group, Canva for Entrepreneurs, with Andrea Agostinucci. And here I do a ton of free training where I'm uploading videos, showing in detail how to do things. We have Tip Tuesday, we have Feedback Friday. If you are ever creating a design, you can upload it onto the Feedback Friday thread. I'll give you real-time feedback on Fridays on things you can do to improve your graphic or things to remember. So it's much more hands-on when it comes to designing for Canva. Canva is like, I don't know how you feel, but for me, I need to learn it visually, right? So when I am seeing someone do a training, I love being able to stop and pause and rewind and, you know, revisit that at a later date. So that's exactly what this Facebook group is for. There's also, I'm hosting a free 5-day Canva design accelerator coming up on April 1st. I'm extremely excited about this. This is going to be a 5-day event. Again, more hands-on. There's going to be live training every day, as well as replays for you to access as well. And this is going to help you have a strong, yes, I'm so excited that you want to join the group. So I am excited you're here live too, by the way. I can't see people until you comment. But this is going to be much more of a hands-on experience in order for you to elevate your brand presence. Because again, going back to the beginning, if we do not have a defined brand, or if we are inconsistent with our branding, our colors, it becomes forgettable. You guys, we put way too much effort and time and energy and passion into this piece of our business to not let it fall flat, okay? So I am really excited to be offering my group, but also the 5-day Canva accelerator as well. All of those details, if you find me on social media, you can send me a friend request. I have the link in my bio. You can message me if you have questions. I am so grateful to have your time tonight. So just remember the importance of visual branding and how it can actually help you attract and retain clients. Now, again, back to the statistic, 60% of businesses do not have an online brand presence or brand presence at all. So if you take these next steps to get your brand figured out and really customize your Canva so it's working for you, you're already steps ahead of other competition out there, and it's going to really set you apart and you will become memorable. So the Canva design tools and techniques, such as the brand kit, the font pairing, like all of that, I really want you guys to be able to dig into as well, because that's going to save you time in the long run. in terms of, streamlining your business and working smarter and not harder. We hear that all the time. And of course, collaborating with your team or your VAs in an easier and smoother fashion. So I just wanted to say thank you all for being here and letting me have some of your time tonight. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. And again, thank you, Melanie and Jessica.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So you guys, I put in the post message and I put it in the comments is the link to the $7 Canva guide that is normally $47. So that's a steal of a deal. Then the other one was your Facebook group.
Yes.
We do have a question. I'm going to pop it up so that you can see it too. She's like, I'd like to join in, but I'm interested, but I need help to activate. What are you trying to activate, Angelita? Are you trying to activate Canva?
Canva.
Or what are you trying to activate? Can you comment again? But I loved your talk about the bulk create part.
Yes.
Because I wrote in the chat, I do that for stories. Like I love it. So you need help to activate Canva. Yes. Okay. So Angelita needs help to activate Canva. So how does that work? How would she do that?
So depending on, and Angelita, feel free to message me so I can see exactly where you're at. I don't know if you've created an account or if you need help with that, or how you want to move forward. There's free account for Canva and there's a paid account. So there's a little bit of kind of decision making there. I always suggest, especially if you're newer to Canva, not to get pro until you start designing in it, because people jump the gun on programs a lot and then you're paying for this program that you're not even using yet. So you can use Canva for free. And then once you start designing, if you come up with something that is only a pro feature, you can upgrade at that time. That's what I would suggest for that. But Angelita, my guess is that you need help getting onto Canva. So definitely message me and I can help walk you through that. That's not a problem at all. It's very easy to get up and running.
And then Angelita, she says, what name would look for you under on Facebook? I'm going to have Andrea come and comment a couple of things in the comments on the Facebook Live, and then you'll be able to see her name. But do you have your name on one of the slides back at the beginning?
I do. Let me. Oh, you know what? I don't think I do.
Okay.
You can search Queen of Canva, and I should come up. Let me see. I thought I put it at the very beginning, but
let me see if I can grab
with Andrea. I didn't put my last name.
Okay, let me see if I can really fast.
So sorry about that.
That's okay. I gotta spell it. A-A-N.
Yeah, A-G-O-S-T.
O-S-T. O-S-T.
I-N-U.
I-N-U-C-C-I.
C-C-I, yeah.
I got the CCI part. Okay, I'm grabbing it. Angelita, I'm going to grab it and I'm going to put it in the chat for you.
Thank you, Melanie.
All right, she says that her business name is Fierce Glamour Bling.
All right, I love it.
Nice. But what I was going to say about the bulk create. So my daughter started back right before COVID. It's crazy. Right before COVID, she was a junior in high school and she started her own subscription box business for DECA, which is, the like business classes in high school or whatever that you compete with. So she was competing with that business. And we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary. I say we because she's at college and I feel like I'm doing most of the work right now. But we meaning I bulk create stories because we use the same template for stories, for quotes. And so I went into, like you were saying, ChatGPT, and I said, give me 50 quotes about kindness, because her box is Cultivate Kindness box. Okay.
I love
give me
it.
50 quotes on kindness. And then I'm like, give me 50 more, then give me 50 more. Because if you say, give me, 200, then it does a lot of the same ones.
Yes.
But if I keep saying 50 more, then it doesn't generally doesn't give me the same ones again. So anyway, we ended up bulk creating 300 kindness quotes into a story, one for every single day. And it probably took the whole process maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's
the whole thing.
amazing. Talk about a time saver.
Yeah, so we have that all set, you know, and they're scheduled, of course, but
Yeah,
now those are all set, and it's okay that they are all the exact same background because it's the brand of
That's
the
what you
quote,
want.
quote marks, and so it's perfect, so perfect. Will there be a replay? Yes, this is on Facebook Live. So as soon as this ends, you can zoom it back to the beginning and watch it all over again. And then I'm not sure who said that because it just says Facebook user, but be sure to grab her Facebook link to Andrea's Facebook group so you can join her Canva for Entrepreneurs group. And then she also put up a link to a $7 Canva guide.
Yes.
That's normally $47. So that's a steal too. Okay. Any last minute thoughts before we hop off?
I am just so grateful. Thank you so much. I know that, you know, when it comes to direct selling and network marketing, that, you know, oftentimes we are representing another company, but it's also important to have your own brand identity within that. So I know every company is different. So that's the one thing that I would suggest is, you know, setting yourself apart in that way by having a defined brand for yourself. And that will definitely help you be recognizable and setting you apart from your direct competition. So I hope that's helpful to everyone out there. Yes. And thank you all again.
Well, before I let you go, will you tell us real quick a blurb about your 5-day workshop that you're going to do? Like, why should they join? Because it's free, number one. Like, that's like free is for me. Sold on that, right?
Yeah, totally.
So tell us why they should join that.
So again, because there has been such a gap that I've seen with people being able to, you know, hire graphic designers and then those who are DIYing, I really am so passionate about helping the DIYers in their own creation and their own identity, creating their own identity of their own brand. So the 5-day design accelerator is going to get you started on Canva and then really walk you through some of the basics. And then it's going to go into the last 2 days are like Canva mastery, really utilizing the program to its fullest. So there's going to be a lot of tips and tricks in that course, and just really kind of building your confidence within the program while in a container of other people doing the same, as well as the support from me. So there's going to be a lot of hands-on opportunity. There's homework, but it's nothing crazy, but just to get you going instead of trying to figure it out on your own. I just
like
remember
daily challenge or something that you watch this, now go do this.
Yes, daily. And it's small tasks, because, you know, it's one thing to take a course, but it's another thing to apply what we've learned. And it's even better if we apply what we've learned and then are able to get feedback on it, right? So it's going to be intensive in a good way, and a good way to start your journey in Canva. So I'm excited for it.
And once again, like Janine said, free is for me, right, Janine? Free is for me. So go and check it out. Like I said, the link is in the post message above this, and the link is also here in the comments. And Andrea, we thank you so much for coming and sharing your expertise with us, the Queen of Canva.
Yay! Thank you.
A lot of people thinking about that bulk create thing that they're going to go look it up.
Like, yeah, as you should.
Exactly. So be sure to go join her group so you can do the free 5-day workshop. You've got nothing to lose. It starts April 1st. Yes. And then as far as Geniechat, who is hosting this, be sure to check out the links in the post message above this if you want to try out Geniechat for free for 14 days. You can check it out. And it is basically, it takes like your Rolodex and your Trello board and all these different things that you're doing for follow-up, and it puts it all into one very easy app on your phone, an app on your computer that you can follow up and really, really be purposeful in that avenue of income in your business, of repeat business. So go and check it out. Thank you for being here.
Follow-up.
Yes. Fortunes in the follow-up. Exactly. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Andrea. We'll see you guys again next week. Take care.
Take care. Bye.